Good afternoon and welcome to the March 16th Streamline Market Update. I'm Jonathan Jacobs, and today I'm going to try to explain to you what's happening with this crazy mortgage market without being too technical. Then I'll let you know how to use this information. So first off, our condolences go out to anyone being affected by this pandemic in any way. I'll start with answering the question many of you guys have been asking. Are rates at 0%? And the answer is yes and no. The Fed rate is at 0, but mortgage rates aren't. So in short, the Fed rate is the rate at which banks borrow money from the Federal Reserve. This allows banks to have more liquidity and therefore, in theory, lend more money to consumers. This indirectly should lower mortgage rates. That said, there are other factors that determine mortgage interest rates, such as mortgage-backed securities, servicing values, hedging costs, margins, operational capacity, etc. So that's actually why rates went up significantly last week and they didn't follow the 10-year Treasury as they typically do. Therefore, there was also a huge jump in mortgage applications last month, and that coupled with the drastic change in rates caused mortgage-backed securities to be oversold and underbought. So in response, the Fed not only lowered rates, but also is committing to buying $700 billion in mortgage-backed securities and treasuries over the next few weeks. Don't worry, you don't need to understand any of this, but if you do want to have an in more depth conversation about the rates or the market, feel free to contact your LO or call me anytime. So how does this affect you? Well, not to beat a dead horse, but 1% in rate is about 15 to 17% more or less in payment. So with rates being lower, borrowers can feel more comfortable purchasing at the same purchase price with a lower payment or at a higher price home with the same payment. At Streamline, we're still closing most of our loans on time or early. This is more important now than ever, especially if you are an employee of a company that might be affected by this pandemic, such as temporary layoffs, etc. Time is the biggest killer of all deals. We also don't have any origination, processing, or underwriting fees. This can be crucial at a time when people are tight with cash. So if you do want to pull equity out of your home to have cash in hand, either to weather the storm or reinvest, it might not be a bad idea to look into a cash out refi with rates being so low. I've been doing this for about 16 years now. And if you're an agent, the best advice I can give you is to contact every client you have ever worked with and let them know that you are here to answer their questions and to serve them. Even if it doesn't turn into business now, they will appreciate it, and it should down the road. We have some of the most knowledgeable LOs out there, and we're happy to make that call with you. Be safe, work hard, be smart, and don't forget that positivity, friendship, and kindness are also highly contagious. Have a great week.